minutes. 10 minutes, I gotta get out of here.
Sooner or later, Alan, you're going to have to face the fact that Rick and I know your whole plan.
My whole plan?
Yes.
Do you mind telling me what it is?
You bought a gun intending to kill both of us. You needed the practice, so that's the reason for the target down in the basement. When you thought you were good enough, to kill both of us with 2 bullets, you waited until you could catch us in bed together. Hence the reason you encouraged me to spend that day with Rick. And why you lied to me about spending the day with Tracy and her lawyers discussing a divorce and trust fund. Because what you did do was follow us all around that harbor until you got to the cottage where Rick and I were staying. And if it hadn't been for that explosion, we would both be dead right now.
You really do have a flair for the melodramatic, don't you?
Is that all you have to say?
I admit I bought a gun.
I know that. Rick has the permit and the registration.
Well, it's all open and above board. I will also tell you that I practiced with it. But it wasn't with the express purpose of trying to kill you and Rick. It was to protect you and Alan Jr. from any intruders. I will also admit to you, Monica, that I did follow you and Rick down to the docks. But that's only because I knew that Tracy had gone to the courts about the blood tests. Those are the facts. That's all there is. Your interpretation of those facts, Monica, is not only untrue.
My interpretation of the facts, Alan, is the truth, and you know it.
So what?
What?
I said, so what? Let's assume that this incredible fabrication of yours was true. The point is, you can't prove it. You go to the district attorney. You go to a jury. And you try and make them believe it. Where's your evidence, Monica? Where are your witnesses?
Rosie! Rosie! This is for you, Rose.
Thank you.
Okay. You know, what you jerks gotta do, you gotta find yourself a guy that's as generous with his hush money as Dr. Alan Quartermain is. Get out of here. Let me tell you. And because of this hush money, you know what he's got? He's got me for a friend. And that ain't all he got either. He's got the most luscious blonde wife you ever saw in your life. She's a doctor. She's a doctor over the General Hospital over there. Yeah. Now, this is one blonde that I would like to have. Doctor me!
Hey, Rocky. Easy, easy, Rocky. Now, you talk about that lady one more time like that, and I am liable to come looking for you. Serious,
Hey,
Rocky,
Doc,
serious.
what do you think? You scare me? I know what I know.
What is that? You want to tell me?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I saw your buddy, Dr. Quartermain, go up the steps to that cottage that day. You know what he had in his hand?
No.
Huh?
What did he have in his hand?
He had a gun in his hand. Yeah, drawn and ready to fire. That's a strange way for a doctor to be walking around, ain't it? Huh? You know what I think? You know what I think?
What? Tell me.
I think that luscious blonde old lady of his was up there with some guy.
Sit down. You don't want to fall down, do you? You have anything else you want to tell me? Anything else important? Easy, easy.
No. I don't have nothing to say to you. I don't want to tell you nothing. Damn.
Bobbie. Ruby. Sorry.
Why don't you sit down and watch the fireworks, Monica?
Heck, the fireworks, Alan. How can you sit there and ignore every word I'm saying?
Because I think every word you're saying, Monica, is built straight out of your imagination. It's entire fabrication, Monica. Nobody would believe a word you said anyway. You see, your entire life is built on nothing but lies and deceit anyhow. Be a good wife and answer the phone, will you?
Hello?
Monica.
Oh, Rick. Oh, I needed to hear your voice.
Look, I got some good news for you.
That's wonderful, because the one thing I need right now is good news.
I know a man who saw Alan on the docks with the gun in his hand.
Who?
Rocky Baker, the fellow with the cigar that bumped into Alan. The cigar fell with the marine fuel, started the fire. But Rocky just told me that he saw Alan going up the outside stairs of that cottage with the gun in his hand.
Oh, Rick. Rick, do you know you have just gotten Alan's consent for my divorce? Oh, thank you. I love you.
Who was that on the phone?
Oh, that was a call for me. Very interesting.
Seems to have calmed you down anyway.
Yes, I guess I needed a few minutes to pull myself together. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shout at you, Alan.
It's all right. Let's watch the fireworks.
No, I think what I'll do is pack.
You're going to what?
I'm going to leave you. I'm going to take our son, and you are going to give me a divorce.
Am I now?
Or I'm going to tell the world everything that you've tried to do to Rick and me. You are a monster, aren't you?
Am I supposed to answer that, Monica?
You stole my deposition from Lee Baldwin's office, didn't you? Or you had somebody steal it for you. No matter, you had read every single line in my deposition before Rick and I ever came to you and told you the truth, right?
So I'm a thief now as well as a murderer, am I?
You tried to murder us twice. That day that the attic collapsed, that was your first unsuccessful attempt.
Oh, Monica, stop being so ridiculous. Now, why would I try and bring the roof down up in the attic if I was in the room with you myself?
You have an answer for everything, don't you? Okay. Then answer this for me. If your gun was broken and you were taking it to be fixed, then why was it in your hand as you walked up the steps to the cottage?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Earlier you mentioned something about witnesses. Well, I have one. Rocky Baker. Does that name ring a bell? He was one of the men that was injured at that explosion. Rick was on the phone just now. He told me that Rocky Baker has confessed to him that he saw you go up the stairs of the cottage with a gun in hand. The cottage where Rick and I were together.
Did you know?
Well,
Well, what?
I'll explain. Explain that if your gun was broken, why was it in your hand as you went up the steps of the cottage?
You know something? Rocky Baker's word is worth about the same thing as yours.
Alan!
Oh, calm down, Monica, will you please, before you have a breakdown. I think really you're losing your mind.
Rick and I have the proof, Alan, and no, I am not losing my mind. Though you have tried your best to make me think I have.
Give it up, will you?
Oh, remember all those months of the hell you put me through?
Why don't you just watch the fireworks, Monica?
Those months after the baby was born? Rick's baby.
Why don't you stop it?
Those nights that you wanted me, Alan, and I couldn't stand the sight of you. I didn't want to have anything to do with you. If you touched me, it made my skin crawl, right to the point where you practically had to rape me to satisfy your needs sexually.
I don't have to listen to any of this.
Because you knew in your heart that Tracy was right, your sister was right, that your son belonged to another man, and you wanted Rick and me dead.
I wanted Rick and you dead, and I'll see you both dead yet. I try to kill you both up in the attic, and I try to get on the waterfront. But I will succeed, Monica. I'll see you both dead. I don't know how it will happen, but it will, because I won't rest until it does. Go on, you slut. Get out of my sight. But you're never gonna have your son back, Monica. Never. If it takes every penny I have, I'll see that you don't. You're gonna have to kill me to stop me!
Come on, Luke.
Sharky, success!
We made it.
Take off, darling.
Okay.
Happy 4th of July! Good night! Good night! Dessert? Joe Kelly, where you been? What? I thought you were gonna help me tonight. Where you been?